Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a two-part video here talking about clan versus clan. That has launched this morning for me. It's going to be going on for the next 2 days, of course. But I want to talk about this in conjunction with some things that are going to make it really easy for you to score some points. And it's related to the Forge. We're going to be talking about that, showcasing this a little bit. But I also want to use this time to also consider, I haven't done this yet, and this is going to be the first month that's available on my account, and I want to see what kind of value there is here in the Forge Pass. So that's going to be in conjunction with some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about in today's video on how you can get some really quick points on clan versus clan. And before we get started with the rest of the video, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started an account on Raid Shadow Legends yet, then you can download the game using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen, or using the link in the description down below to get yourself a free Epic Rector draft alongside some other freebie resources which you'll use. Also, by account level 15, you will get yourself this Ugo, who is one of the best epic characters in Raid Shadow Legends. I am using them every single day on my roster, so don't delay, and they'll definitely help you out in your start. Now, if you're new to the game and you don't know what clan versus clan tournaments are, then let's do a very quick overview. It's essentially something that you're going to get, that you're going to complete just by playing the game. Honestly, I would say it's a bit of an activity tracker, so to speak. The more things that you do in the game, the more points that you're going to get for your clan. Now, every tournament there is a double basically double points that you're going to get for certain things in the game. In this case, for this tournament, you're going to be getting double points for champion objectives, Iron Twins. This is a bit of a later dungeon, and then also for Forge objectives. And this is going to be really important in what we're going to be talking about in today's video. And you get a lot of really good rewards from clan versus clan by just doing your daily activities. And some members have kind of carried this a little bit more than others so far. It was very early, right? It's only been like 2 hours since this started. I do want to give a special shout out to Big Positive Geek, because he pulled some of his ancient shards in the portal this morning and landed on a Freya Fate Weaver, who is just absolutely bonkers. Got super lucky by using their ancient shards and managed to pull that. And you can see that he's essentially carrying us right now in clan versus clan. So thank you, Big Positive Geek, for pulling that Freya, because you can see here in some of the champion objectives that when you pull new characters, you get quite a lot of points. And since it's doubled right now, a new legendary character gives you about 40,000, and then you get like 10,000 for that. So Freya was essentially worth 50,000 points. Absolutely crazy. Just to point that out, that it's only for one day, but Freya is available as it's super tempting. It is really tempting, but I don't think I'm gonna be. I don't. I'm gonna hold it for the next major event, whether it's a fusion event or something upcoming. Probably honestly within the next week. So I am gonna hold the line here, as much as I really want that character. She's really good. But anyways, yeah, clan versus clan, the rewards here, and so we're doing pretty well. You get some bonuses there. Now, there's some way that you can actually kind of fast track this, and a lot of it is just the forge materials that you've been holding onto from doing your faction wars, right? Or Doom Tower in this case, depending on how far into the game you're at. And all of this is really important, and an easy way to kind of make points for your for your clan versus clan. Now, in a lot of the other sets, you can see, like for resilience and perception, these are the two main ones, because these are very easy to. These are what you get in faction wars a lot, and both are very good kits, very good sets. Sorry, including perception, very good, because accuracy and speed is some of the most important stats in Raid Shadow Legends. But as far as points go, now I talked about this with, Mobile Gamer, right? So you know him, he was on one of my collabs videos recently. We talked about, point efficiency and that kind of thing from the Forge. And the easiest way, really, and both to make silver as well, if you want to sell for silver, is crafting the 3 to 4 star ones. The reason why you don't really want to buy to craft up the 4 to 5 star ones is because it uses up these purple crystals or purple materials, crafting materials here, which you need for the 5 to 6 star. So you largely want to do like masses of 3 to 4 star, which might still be valid for your account, but then you want to save the purple stuff for when eventually you start collecting the 5 to 6 star material. So, for an example here, for the purposes of clan versus clan tournament points, I want to show you what happens when I craft 10 of these. So we're going to craft 10 of these. Not going to do one by one or anything by like that. And then you can see that I get 150 tournament points, which doesn't sound like a lot, right? But, when I got 112 of these, I got 133 of the resilience ones, and some of the other ones related to Doom Tower, I can craft quite a few of these up. And like 94 I can make of the Guardian set, right? And so all of this really adds up to the total amount of points. Now, sometimes you will get some decent stuff, but largely you can then go on to sell some of this stuff. So 200 points right there. It depends on whether or not you end up crafting a epic or a legendary, that kind of thing, because you'll get more points for that. And then I typically, because I'm not going to use 3 or 4 stars on my account now, you can go ahead and sell these, and you're going to make some money back anyway. So, a lot of the silver that I don't have, like I actually have a fair bit of silver, but by the end of crafting up all of this and then selling all of this, which does take a little bit of time, though, I'm gonna get a lot of silver back and also get a lot of points for the clan versus clan. And what's really good, like right now, and that's why I'm talking about the forge here in today's video, because it's currently worth double points. So you are going to get quite a bit of extra points by doing that, and you can see the breakdown of the forge here. So it does kind of depend on the rank as well. So whether or not you're making 3 stars, 6 stars, there's different points breakdowns here. Legendary, mythical, which I'm not really doing, but the second half of the video here, I want to talk about the Forge Pass, because I've been kind of waiting for the clan versus clan to buy this and see whether or not this has good value. Now, I'm currently at level 38 in the pass out of 50, but I think with the weekly challenges, and you might have seen this yourself, that you can get some additional points here, but you have to buy the pass in order to get that. I kind of counted up the total amount of points that I should get. I think this should bring me up to level 50 upon purchasing this. So that's what I'm going to be doing here, because I want to see, after collecting all the rewards, I want to see, well, what am I getting both from the forge, my overall resources. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up. Now, this is a 28 Canadian dollars. I think it's 20 US dollars. And so how much value does this have? You can kind of see all of the different things here. I don't know if this is just in the paid track here that I can collect now. I think that's what it's telling me. But obviously there's going to be more, because once I start collecting those weekly points, I should be able to clear the entire pass at this point. And one thing to note as well is that it does give you boosts towards your XP and silver. So this is probably something that you want to pick up early on, rather than me. I'm buying this like 3 weeks in. This was just because I waited for clan versus clan. But these are additive bonuses. So it starts at 10%, goes all the way up to 40% on this. And so this is probably something you want to pick up from like week 1, so that you can take advantage of this as early as possible. But I do want to see that. I want to see what this is worth here. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and purchase this here on my other screen, and it should go ahead. And there we go. That's the gold pass available from February the 4th, which obviously was like 3 weeks ago, until next week. And now I can pick up the weekly challenges. I can go ahead and claim all of those. So hopefully that's going to push me up to where I need to be to collect the rest of the stuff. And I can also get the 200 of I forget what they're called, the blue ingots. That's what I call them here. So I'm going to go ahead and collect all my bonus points. Although I did not clear the weekly quests. Some of them are hard to do, at least for newer accounts. So by doing my regular stuff, I just was not able to clear it. So therefore, I'm not going to get. It's not a big deal. I have quite a bit of this from Arena. Like, these are things that you get from the Arena, so it's not that big of a deal. But it is bonus stuff if you're able to clear it out. And then week 4, we got that. And so I think it did take me to 50. So that's good, right? And can I do a collect all? That's what I'd like to see. Please don't make me collect it all one at a time. Is there not a collect all button? Okay, hold on. That's disappointing. Okay, we're going to collect everything, and then we're going to come back. Okay, so now that I sat here and clicked the buttons and claimed everything, what did I get? And I left this for last, because this is going to be a 6-piece mythical bolster set here. And that's basically each Forge Pass, right, has a set that it's kind of specialized in. This season, it is the bolster pass, and I'm going to get a full 6-piece set for that, among lots of bolster set crafting stuff as well, glyphs, silver. I'm up to 15.68 million, so I think I gained like 3.5 million silver. I think I was at like 12 and a bit, right? So I think a total of that, and then some other related glyph upgrades. So this is going to allow me to craft some pretty high tier gear. I do want to, however, check out the bolster set that I did pick up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the just new, and then 6-star, and I should be able to find it down here. Question is, are these any good main stats? I got okay. So I'm gonna have to remove my my face cam here. Unfortunately, it's solid HP stats, and that's not great. A speed stat boot would be amazing. And I think that's the problem. That's a small problem with these is that I think you're gonna get some random stats. I you could though, right? There's a way that you can kind of rework this. And so if you go to the rework button, you can maybe you can't do that for mythical. I thought you could actually. Maybe that's not available, but normally you can actually rework the main stat. And so it appears that I can't do that with the mythical. My bad. I didn't actually know that. Let's see. We got HP main stat. Oh dear. Oh dear. Attack percent gloves that could be usable there, and you can see that the additional resist set. Unfortunately, we got flat defense and flat attack. So you're kind of rolling the dice here a little bit. Some people might get some good drops, some people less so. But it is what it is. That's not bad though. Speed with a speed mythical there on the shield, and then we also got HP helmet with defense, flat, unfortunately, attack percent, crit damage. Could be speed. Oh, this one's good. Oh, this one's actually pretty good. So if I ignore the HP part, the flat HP, there is a double bump on the speed. So that could be pretty good there. So I would say the weapon was good. The shield was good. The gloves are serviceable because it's attack percentage. So I can probably find some value there with resistance increased as well. But unfortunately, the boots and the chest piece were flat HP. So that one's a little bit disappointing. But let's go back to the forge because, right, we're talking about the forge. So we're going to have a lot of bolster stuff that we're going to be able to craft for the clan versus clan. And you could see here that I'm able to craft 205 5 to 6-star pieces. That is absolutely wild. So what I'm going to do with this, and I'm actually going to do that, I'm going to go and in this case, I'm going to combine for at least 70 of them, the rank and the rarity charm. I'm going to do that. And actually, I think I can also apply the mythical charm because this is going to be my best chance to pick up some of those. Now, I'm also going to put on the speed substat charm, which you can, there we go, the 50% chance of a speed substat because those are the best. I'm not concerned about what pieces they are though. So we're going to be using all 4 of these charms. We're going to craft a bunch of gear and we're going to see what we end up getting out of this. Now, I only have about 12 of these mythical charms and we're going to see how many clan versus clan points that we end up getting for this as well. So we're going to do this. 4,000 tournament points for one bundle, and we got a 6-star mythical shield. So that was nice. We got a legendary chest piece, and this is where I'm currently at in my game account. Is that I need essentially 6-star gear, I think, to kind of really push things up. I have a lot of different 5-star gear, and some of them are viable, especially 5-star speed boots. But 6 stars where it's really going to be at, and there's quite a few 6 stars in here actually. So let's take a look at that shield. Accuracy, no speed stat on there, unfortunately, but accuracy is also a really powerful stat. We got chest piece, attack percent, chest piece. Those are really good stats actually. Crit damage and speed. HP flat, not so great. Did we get any speed boots in here at all? Defense flat, not great. Attack flat, not great. Those are really good stats actually. Is that a 6-star? I think it is. Defense with speed, crit rate, and accuracy. Those are probably the 3 main best stats that you could hope for. So this is a really good piece as well. And crit rate percent gloves with speed. You know what? That's really good too. So this is just 10. We're not going to be taking a look at all of them, but that's just 10. Now unfortunately we only have 2 more mythical charms. Am I going to be able to do it though? Let's find out. Let's do 10 more. And we got 4 legendaries and 2,800 tournament points. So you can see that it's starting to rack up. We get speed boots. That'd be really nice. Nope, no speed boots. Those are 5 stars as well. 6-star gloves, flat attack, unfortunately. But we can then sell some of this off, right? Some of the stuff, especially flat stats, flat attack, flat defense, flat HP. That's going in the bin. However, what you could do is wait until we have the gear enhancement events that are kind of useful. You can upgrade them to level 4 and then sell them off because you're going to get a lot of points for 6-star gear. So do keep that in mind as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and you could just see here, like I'm picking up tons of tournament points by crafting up this gear, and some of them are going to be good, some of them are going to be less good, but at the end of the day, it's also going to be a lot of silver, it's going to be a lot of clan versus clan points, and you can do this both with the 5 and 6-star gear from the bolster from the forge pass, but you can also do this with just crafting up your 3 to 4-star resilience and your perception set. And if you've been holding on to some of this stuff, just mass craft this for clan versus clan points, and you're going to get a lot from this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, craft up all this bolster sets. We're going to take a look at my clan versus clan points and see how much I've picked up when it comes to the forge. All right, so after crafting all of the stuff in my forge, both at the 5 to 6-star bolster range and at all of that 3 to 4-star resilience and perception and some of my other sets as well, this is what I ended up coming out with. This is going to take some time for me to sift through what's good and what's not, but this is all of the 6-star gear on the bolster set that I ended up crafting. And you can see that there's a wide variety of blue, purple, and legendary pieces at the 6-star range. I can just see right now that there's a handful of legendaries and a handful of mythicals that went beyond what I got for free as well. So some really good stuff that I'm going to be able to use that's really going to help my roster. So I was a little bit on the fence of whether or not the Forge Pass was worth it, but honestly, I think that it is. But I would pick it up probably early, like in the first week. If you know you're going to buy it in the first week, because the bonus that you're going to get on the XP and the silver right throughout the month is going to it's going to add up. So you might as well get it as early as possible. As far as 5-star bolster gear, it's probably going to be quite a bit as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using too many of them unless they're really, really good. I'll have to spend some time sifting through this as well to see which pieces are actually usable. But I'm going to go through my 6 stars first to see which are good and which are not. So tons of stuff. My game's actually, in fact, a little bit lagging because there's so many bolster items here in my artifact inventory. And don't forget, if you haven't started playing Raid Shadow Legends yet, then make sure that you download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen to get yourself a free Epic Rector Drath. Also, by account level 15, you will get yourself a free Ugo as well, one of the best epics in the game. Also, don't forget that you can use the promo code Monkey King to get yourself a free legendary Sun Wukong. We're not done yet. Also, there is Alice the Wanderer for a free 7-day logging calendar that you'll get at the end of that. So 2 free legendary champions, 2 free epic champions. This is the best time to start Raid. All right, and so after all of that opening, where did that leave me as far as the clan versus clan goes? Now, I think I was pretty low on points. I think I had less than 5,000 points. I'm pretty sure. So it would seem, and I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's fully updated on this. I think we did clear the forge objectives because the 2x is no longer there. So I think I definitely capped out on those points. And so you can see here, if we go to the members, that I'm up to 37,000. So I think we've cleared the bonus points on the Forge Pass, and so maybe over 30,000 points I got just from crafting from the Forge Pass on that, and I did a little bit extra on the Resilience and the Perception. But and yeah, it wasn't as good as Big Positive Geeks, free, not free, but the pull of Freya, But this is some pretty good clan versus clan points that you can essentially do without having to use your shards, because a lot of people do like to save their shards for particular other events, not necessarily for clan versus clan. So do keep that in mind. I do think it's a nice alternative if everybody did that, right? Like if everyone, not saying you need to, but if everyone did go ahead and buy the Forge Pass, right? That's a lot of additional points. Now, granted, some of those are bonuses, but even like 15,000 points times like 30 members, that's an easy 450,000 points just, after the bonus goes away. So some pretty easy ways that you can do that. Make sure you're utilizing the Forge as well in general, just to pick up those extra points is probably the easiest way to just hold for your clan versus clan, craft a lot of those 3 to 4 stars if you can't do anything else, and mass produce those, and you're going to get some points, and then you can sell it off later on for silver. So, and then you can, rush off to the bank and pick up all your clan rewards as well. So that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if you have other videos that you'd like me to talk about as well, feel free to leave those in the comments down below. So that's going to be the end of this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.